What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. I'm here today to share with you one of my favorite pieces from Lemax, and this is simply just a lighted building from Lemax. This is not an animatronic piece, and it's not a musical piece. It's simply a lighted building. And this one is called Terribly Twisted Taffy Works. Try saying that fast 3 times in a row. This one was released in, let's see, when was it released? I don't even remember. 2020. So a little bit about my history with villages. I wasn't ever really a big village collector. I liked the villages, and I worked at Michael's when I was a teenager. They would put them on clearance at 70, 90% off. These were just like the old ceramic ones, not like the cool ones like we have now. This is nothing like we had in the 2000s. They were just lighted buildings, ceramic pieces, easily broken. Now we have all this LED stuff that's much more cooler, but back then, that's all we had. Even back then, between 2001 and 2020, I think I've only owned 5 villages. But now that I've had Autumn, since Autumn joined the family, we have a village display every year, and it just gets bigger as the years go on. Probably up to about, I don't know, maybe 50 or 60 villages now. But this one, getting back to this is one of my favorites. This is simple and effective, which works well for Lemax villages. Simple and effective, and quite honestly, it works good with everything in life. So we're going to get to unboxing this one. I just wanted to give you a quick once around on the box. This means that the only thing it does is include an adapter. If it played music, there would be a music note, and if it did anything, it would have 2 arrows pointing on a little logo like this. But this one is just plain and simply a lighted building. When in doubt, look on the back, and it will tell you exterior lighted building. So we're going to unpack this guy. This is kind of a tricky one because it comes with something in the compartment here that you need to watch out for. So we take it out. Like I said, I've previously owned this one, so I already know that it is intact. It's not broken. There'll be no surprises on this episode like I've had to endure in the past. So in most Lemax boxes, around the back, there'll be a little foam cutout here thing to pull out, and normally you'll find your adapter and your accessories in it. However, they've decided not to do that in this one. I don't know why. Maybe this is before they did that. So you can see nothing and nothing. So your accessories will be inside the box, shoved in there and in there. And that's important because you need this adapter unless you're going to use batteries. And also, these are 2 accessory pieces that we're going to stick onto the village once the village is ready. So I got to take back what I said earlier. I do have a broken piece, so I'm going to have to go ahead and fix that. You see right there, it chipped off. So I'm going to have to put this episode on pause. While the glue gun is warming up, you might as well take this time, make use of the time, and hang this sign where it's supposed to go. All right, after looking, I have found where the sign goes. Now, this sign is going to go on this side of the building. I'll plug it in. And there it is, ready to go. This glue gun should be ready. So I don't use any other kind of glue when dealing with these villages because the glue gun always seems to get the job done, always has. So why fix it if it's not broke? What I'm going to do is put a generous amount of glue on this. What I like to do is put even too much. See how it's nice and bubbly? That way, I can line this up and make sure this will stick as it should. And you can always pull this extra glue off if you don't need it. That's the nice thing about the glue gun versus any other kind of glue. If you have any residue glue on there, you can just yank it off. It'll clean right off. And there we go, all set. Now that that is done, like this, and slide her up. So before I go ahead and light Terribly Twisted, I'm going to take a look around. Believe me, this is much nicer lit up than it is not. This is one piece that needs the lighting. It's not a bad piece when it's not lit. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it goes from a 2 to a solid 7 or 8 by being lit up, just because of the parts that do light up. A rather simple piece, like I said, simple and effective. Not so much with the lights off, so we'll keep this short and sweet and get these lights turned on. Notice the improvement immediately. There's a little guy, there's a little snake in there.
Snakes? Snakes. I don't know no snakes.
Free samples, take one, go ahead. And there's that sign that I hung. Come on up to the rooftop. Those lights are just awesome. I love those lights. I don't know what it is. I guess, like I always say, simple and effective. And that's what it is. There's a sign that I reattached to the top of the building with my glue gun. Chimney of sorts. And this is what I like about this village. Just look at that. Simple and effective lighting. The witch with her cauldron. Again, I'll say it again, simple and effective. Almost overlooked that little detail on the top there by the window. A couple bats hanging out. Coming around the side here. See what the difference is that I was talking about when this thing is plugged in. And here's another little detail as you go through here. This is the employee entrance, but that's not what I'm talking about. I'm talking about this green lighting coming out of this thing. Simple little details that make the difference. You're going to flip around the back of the unit now. Not a whole lot going on at all. Just a few windows boarded up. I'm going to pan out a little bit. Here's another cool little window on the side here. Pan back. There it is. So this has been the Terribly Twisted episode. One of Lemax's better lighted buildings that are out there. So until next time, guys, I'll see you guys next time here on Autumn and Dad's Collectibles right here on YouTube.